Welcome to Meeting of the Moms, a place to talk about all the things.
Here at Moms, we believe there's beauty and potential everywhere, so there's always something to celebrate.
We invite you to celebrate everyday things with us.
So glad to have you here. I want to celebrate for just a second about something that's a little funny and involves Lorna and me. As we were getting ready to meet this morning, my 15-year-old said, "So Mom, I want to be able to use the computer today for this and this and this." And some of those things had to do with work, and he does need to get on and do them. And I said, well, that's great, but I have a meeting from this time to this time, and I need the computer. And so we were just kind of talking. He's like, well, maybe you could use the computer. Because I'm like, I only need it for half the time. He's like, well, why don't you use it for the first half of your time, because then I could be showering. And I'm like, well, that doesn't really work, because usually we use it during the second part of our time. So we were just kind of doing this whole thing. So then I get a text from Lorna, and she's like, hey, one of my kids needs my computer today. So could we do, the part where we need the computer first? And I just had to laugh. I'm like, sure. So what I'm celebrating is that my son and I communicated. I'm celebrating that you reached out and we're just like, hey, will this work? And then it just worked out perfectly, because that's the time that both of the kids needed it. So celebrating that flexibility and the communication that resulted in a solution that is going to work for 4 different people without really too much trouble.
Yeah, so good.
What about
so
you? Any great things?
Well, after you shared that, I had a change of heart of what I'm going to celebrate today. I'm going to celebrate something different. And in the night, I woke up, and my husband's out of town for a couple of days. So I'm in my room alone. All my kids are home. But something at 4 a.m. woke me up. There was some clatter, something. I kind of wonder if it was a windstorm and something had shifted and kind of startled me awake. And I had a hard time going back to sleep. Anyway, did a few different things. But one of the things that I did was I texted the friend that I work out with today, saying, I am up right now. I'm going to try and go to sleep, but I'm really having a hard time going to sleep. So I'm going to turn off my alarm so my brain can relax. And if I'm up, I'll text you. Anyway, I totally did that. It worked out way better. I wasn't stressing about waking up. And then I was still able to wake up. I still woke up on my own and was able to go and run this morning. So it was like, I guess, the celebration of giving my brain a break, figuring out what my brain needed. And it really was to not worry about waking up early.
Yeah.
And my body was able to still wake up early, and it was all fine. So I got my run in like I wanted.
Yeah. Well, and it even sounds a little bit like not falling through with your friend, not being like, oh, I didn't show up because my brain didn't wake up. Because if you're just going to go by yourself, who knows if it would have been as stressful. But knowing you had a commitment with someone, and then that all mixed in, and once you could let the person know, I'm going to let my body do what it does, then your body could do what it did.
Yes, totally.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, good job.
Well, Anne, I'm going to congratulate you. I feel like you have been a great example of communicating really well. And so I don't know if you've ever done that similarly. Like maybe we've done some of that in the past between the two of us. But
I feel like I've done so much of that.
I think the part about communicating, and I think that's so valuable too. So then she knew I didn't just not set my alarm, or I didn't just sleep through my alarm, that it really, I'm committed. However, I'm struggling tonight, and then letting her know. And then anyway, just however it played out. But I think it was just good to be communicating. So thank you for helping me be a better communicator throughout the years of our friendship.
All those times I've canceled. You are welcome. No, thank you. No. And I guess what I love about this too is when we look back over the past 10 years, we're like, we have been consistent. Wow, 10 years of us doing multiple things, not even just the exercise. Right. And yet we both know that there have been times we've each had to cancel, whether it's like someone's on a vacation, so we know ahead of time it's the whole week, or whether it's something like this. Both of us have had times where it's like, I've got a migraine and it's 3 a.m. and I need to function for the rest of my life. So I can't do the whatever appointment we had. And sometimes one of us says, that's fine. Let's just try and talk later in the day. I'll be doing my laundry or whatever. And other times we just don't worry about it. But it's cool too that we were consistent enough with each other, and we communicated that we could trust that this is generally happening. And then we could be flexible and patient in the moments when it didn't work out, both with ourselves and with the other person. So look at that. Just a whole slew of awesome things. When we can see it that way, I guess. Right. When we can see it that lens. Yeah, I think that's great.
Thanks for celebrating with us.
We'd love to hear your everyday celebrations. You can send them to momswithamyandlorna@gmail.com.
We look forward to celebrating with you again soon.